What's going on, Skid Bro? We got us a no cooling call today. They said it was all iced up. Last night they turned it off. Oh yeah, look at that. It's all wet and dripping. Definitely had an icer. This is probably one of the most common issues with the AC not cooling behind a capacitor. They're neck and neck. Probably going to be low on Freon. First company air handler with a Goodman condenser. Let's go put the gauges on it. Let me put a new filter in first. Alright, new filter. Make sure your filter's not dirty. That can clog it up. The coil can't breathe. Your AC will ice up and it won't cool properly. We're going to throw the gauges on it. Give it some juice, and then when I get back we'll do a leak detect. As you guys know from past videos, I have like 250 leaking first company coils. Brand new property, and they were all leaking. Go throw the gauges on it. And hard to get in here with that high voltage wire in the way. There it is. They put about 90 elbows in there, so this is the only place I can get it coupling. That will be former superheat. It's a TXV, by the way, so we got to charge by subcool. TXV up in the coil. Oh my goodness. All this pine straw everywhere. Offices love pine straw, don't they? Nice and cheap. Alright, gauge is hooked up. Tank is hooked up. Now let's bleed the air out of the lines. Just pop it real quick. You don't want any air getting in the line. Also known as a non-condensable. 79 in here. A hot, humid 79. Oh yeah, we are way low. The saturation's at 19 degrees. That's why it's freezing. Because it's below 32, and 32 is freezing, obviously. So I want to get this saturation to 32. This is the most common problem why ACs don't cool. They get leaks in them and they get low on refrigerant and ice up, and just they don't cool properly. A lot of homeowners stop by and want to DIY this. You can't do it when it's low on refrigerant unless you have gauges and the proper license to go buy refrigerant and all that. You could probably DIY a capacitor, but not when it's low on refrigerant. I want to get that subcool up to 12 because it's a TXV. If it was a piston, I would be going by superheat. But it's a TXV, a thermal expansion valve, so we got to charge by subcool, which is only at 2 right now. I want to get that to about 12 degrees. VSAT, the saturation is still below freezing. I want to get that up. Saturation is what that refrigerant is boiling at, that pressure. And that's why they ice up when they get below freezing. Yeah, a lot of people stop by and say, what's the most common issue with air conditioners not cooling? This will be it. This is right close there with the capacitors going bad. But you can't really DIY this, so you'll need to call a technician for all the homeowners that like to watch. Alright, we're above freezing now, so I'm not worried about ice getting on it. We're at 38.2. Subcool slowly rising. I'll be back. Alright, subcool's hunting around 12. I'll leave it there. I wish that superheat would get a little lower, but it'll come down. These got the rotary compressors in it instead of the Copeland scroll, and man, those rotaries are weird, man. The superheat always runs a little high, but it cools fine. I'm going to leave it there and go do a leak check. Oh man, it feels better in here already. So you got to turn the unit off to do a leak check. I'm going to do it on the coil because I'm 99.9% sure that it's going to be the first company coil. I mean, we're at class action lawsuit status with these coils. I'm talking like every single one of them. So we'll let the leak detector warm up and wave it over. Alright, let's put it on medium there. The old fill piece leak detector. I like these things. I used the old Bacharach in my older videos. Common problem is down in this corner here. Getting close. Hear the beep 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 when it gets faster. It's right there. Right there's the leak. Probably where it got smacked by something. It's a big old butt crack in this thing. Right there. So leaky coil. And if you guys want to see what that looks like replacing a coil, I will leave a link to how I do it in the description below in this video. Can't DIY this, homeowners who stop by and watch my channel. This is a bit much more than a DIY. You gotta pull all this out and braze the new coil in. It's a not a DIY project for your standard homeowner, but if you want to see what that looks like, I will leave a link to a coil change that I did in the past. That's what they all look like. I pretty much have the same routine down. The link will be in the description below, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.